because your life goes by fast enough. Hi, I'm Dredd, and this is my channel. I do sci-fi, fantasy, classic, and survival games, and lots of roleplay. I'm just here to do what I love, and hopefully some of you are entertained by it. Hey, if you are, leave a like on the video. I also have Mist Valley Discord, link is in the description below. And now, back to the games that I love. Because your life goes by fast enough. Why not slow the pace with Mist Valley Gaming?
In my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
Hey, we're back with the Outer Worlds here at Mist Valley Gaming. My name is Dredd. Sorry if I forgot to push record and we had half of a sentence being spoken by this woman here. Okay. I don't know who this is. Only around the colony pretending to know what I'm doing? You mean that?
I think you're being modest. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. When you cut off power to Edgewater, you saved me a great deal of trouble. Now I don't have to bother trying to save that town. All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky.
I get it. You're well informed. Can we move this along?
You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate.
If you will need better security, anybody can lift with those chemicals.
I'm not here to talk about stolen chemicals. I'm after something far more valuable. Your cooperation. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us.
All right, convince me.
Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal.
You want me to sell him out?
Wells was our mistake. We failed to apprehend him for years. I'm asking you to help me correct that mistake. I'm sending you my access code. Contact me from Wells's terminal. When you're done, come speak to me in my office.
Adjutant Akonde's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Righty. Fight going on in the galley up here? Someone's gonna lose some teeth. Turn up the alley, though.
Hey, you got a minute? If we wanted the board's attention, we got options. Piracy, vandalism, maybe some light arson. We want to put some fear in the board, right? Get him scared of us.
Hey, the board's got plenty of reason to fear us.
I want to believe you, but the adjutant didn't seem too scared of us. You just got an audience with Sophia Akonde. That's the adjutant to the chairman? You sure we should be trusting her?
Probably not. Good chance he's using us.
If you think she's using us, why'd you give her the time of day?
If I have to kill her, I want to recognize her face.
That's cold, boss. I like it. I know we're freelancers and all. We take work where we can find it. But we gotta be vigilant, you know? This is how the board gets you. A job here, an errand there. Before you know it, you're calling him sir and ma'am.
Warning's been noted.
I appreciate your time. Let's get back to it.
What you reading, Max?
If I tell you.
Something on your mind?
Anyone with eyes to see would not be shocked to hear that the colony is dying. But the board's solution, on the other hand, choosing to save themselves and their families and friends at the expense of the rest of the colony? Those fucking bastards. What are we going to do about this?
I don't know, but someone's gonna die and it won't be us.
I couldn't agree more. Anything you'd like to discuss?
Scanning for C2547. Grade rated contaminants.
Okay. Yeah, messages. Our body. I don't do this ever, so here goes. There's this engine seat and it hums real nice like a box of cats playing with mice, but she's coughing and hacking up sludge because there's a blockage that just won't budge. What's an engine to do? This wrencher strides in like a shark, hair all done up and fancy and dark. Feels a spasm in her compression alternator, trembling because it's aching to meet her. What's an engine to do? I've got, 5 more stanzas mapped out, but I'm having trouble writing some of the parts, so I'll get back to you on that. Oh my word. Or, Parvati. We were talking about old friends, you know, I got to think about Isabel. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what she was thinking. We were a mess, a good mess, but a mess. Better me than I was then. Wanted you to know, even when I drink too much of the old family recipe. You're pretty swell, party tea. Damn you, insta spell check. Eat my wrench. Too tired, just put my head down for a Oh, this is from the chick, okay. My dearest, smaller pain in the ass. Salutations and congratulations. I've officially been informed from my dearest, larger pain in the ass. You are now the Vice President of Aggressive Acquisitions. Might be a department of one, but trust me, it ain't an easy title to hold on to. Good luck. Do know, on behalf of Sublight, we are most appreciative for your loyal support and backing. Remember, we are not merely a money-making institution, we are a family. You have my personal commendation as well for dealing with my C&P problem. Sincerely fucking yours, Catherine. Pick up the negotiate. Employee of the month. All right, people.
I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
Got the automatic mechanical clanking around the ship yet?
Oh, you mean Sam? He's just the sweetest, ain't he? A real charmer, my dad'd say.
You have a nickname yet?
Nah, but I've been thinking on one. Gotta get to know him better, I think. Maybe ask him what he prefers. It ain't nice to give folks a nickname without him giving you the okay first, you know? Of course, that don't stop Felix.
Hey there, Felix.
Good to see you, boss.
Rendezvous with Phineas at his lab. And my next move. Okay, sounds like a plan. Is a plan, actually. Go.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain.
An
And we are
asteroid.
still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Oh, actually, no. Yeah. No. Never cleans this place up, does he?
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
Colony's on the verge of collapse.
What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation.
Chairman's planning on freezing every worker in Halcyon.
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes 2 things we don't have: time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved.
Found your chemicals in the ministry. Board was testing them on human subjects.
Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
These are all the chemicals I could get. Any more, and I would have killed the subjects.
Damn, that's not enough. Not nearly enough for the whole ship. I could revive a handful of settlers. Maybe, possibly, 10. We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
You think about it. There's got to be something we can do.
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
There's a way. It's not exactly safe, but we could skip the Hope into the system.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
Hope's probably damaged. We'll have to route power from the unreliable.
Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope's skip drive. Your navigational computer can handle the rest.
I don't understand a word you said, Doc. All I know is, if we're gonna hijack a colony ship, count me in.
Yes, excellent. I approve of your enthusiasm, young man. You should ask your captain for a raise. You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately.
I got a few questions.
Certainly. How can I help?
You have questions, right? I expect any resistance.
It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny.
So we're clear, you know skip drives aren't supposed to be used like this.
Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that turned out fine, mostly. That is, I ruined my ship and nearly killed myself in the process, but the maneuver was well within acceptable margins of risk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
People aren't going to notice a gigantic colony ship slamming into the rings of Terra 2.
Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule. The board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors.
All right, I'm ready.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
Adjutant asked me to plant a tracking signal in your lab, but I'm not going to do it.
You absolutely should.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic.
Sarcasm, the last refuge of the witless. The adjutant must have sent you some kind of tracking code. If you don't use the code, she'll suspect you betrayed her. I think you should use the code and send a corrupted tracking signal. That should buy me some time.
Okay, I get it. You want to prepare?
The board's going to catch up to me sooner or later. This way I'll have time to set up some particularly nasty defenses. Use my communications terminal to corrupt the tracking signal. While the board busies themselves trying to decipher it, I'll have plenty of time to prepare my defenses.
You're talking about the Hope with you.
Certainly. How can I help?
Nah.
You know, they're gonna make a serial about our adventures one day.
God, Felix.
I've been trying to think of a good title for this episode. I like the sound of The Skip Job. No, wait, I got it. Hope in Dark Times. Get it? Hope? Like the ship. That's what folks in the business call wordplay.
Well, that's all right, Felix. Our serial's going to need a name too, though.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Got a list right here. Thrilling Tales of the Unreliable. Or maybe Spine-Chilling Stories from the Edge of the System. Was also considering Astounding Adventures in the Ether. I'm partial to that
I go
last
with
one.
Against All Odds. For the Adventures of Della Lorian and Company. Oh yeah, that's my character's name, Della Lorian.
Not bad. Got a nice ring to it. Stealing the hope from the board, skipping it across the whole damn system. This is gonna be great.
It is gonna be
I
great.
can't wait.
I like your attitude, Felix.
Enough to boost my pay? I'm just kidding, boss. I know you don't pay me. I'm sure you've got plans to make. As for me, I gotta keep practicing my signature dropkick. The Hope might have cameras.
Oh, there you are.
Something you need?
The skill points, I guess. Okay. And skill points, eh? Oh, sisty pig, oh, sisty pig. You're a pig, but you're sisty. Corrupted one, yes.
That should do it. You've bought me more than enough time.
No, pretty excited. All right, see if we got any kind of message. Is it in my quarters?
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
My quarters is here.
Captain, I hope you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
I'm impressed, Captain. I almost expected you wouldn't go through with it. Unfortunately, Dr. Wells found a way to corrupt the signal before we could pinpoint his location. Still, it's only a matter of time before we find him. Come visit me in Byzantium. We need to have a talk about the future of this colony.
Big place.
Meet me in my office. I've authorized your ship at my personal landing pad.
Adjutant Akande has ended her call. Rather rudely, if I might say, considering she didn't sign off. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Huh. All right, I think it's going to be good for this episode. Come on back, and we're going to be doing some more stuff. So, like, subscribe, comment, share, ring the bell, all that good stuff. Come back for more. We'll see you next time. We're playing the Outer Worlds, and we're getting close to finishing this bugger. Woohoo! My name is Dredd. This is Miss Valley Gaming. Catch y'all later.